So I've just uploaded the breakfast videos. Just currently having a Lucozade because I didn't really get a good sleep last night and I've been up since 7:30 this morning. It's currently 1:45. This Lucozade should give me energy for the rest of the day. I just wanted to do a video on basically what's happened to humanity. I've done videos on this before, but this video is going to be to do with the what's the word? I think it's basically what I'm trying to say is all the whole species is turning against itself. So we've had an increase in gay people and lesbians, and I know it's funny to some people, but I'm not gonna laugh at, like, people laugh at these lesbians when they're like super aggressive. People laugh at the gay people when they're super feminine. But it's not funny because the species is turning against itself. Women are going for women, men are going for men. We're not breeding, we're not having more babies, we're not procreating. So the problem is, it needs to be addressed, is what's actually happening. Why are so many people turning bisexual and gay? Well, I'll tell you why. Number one, it's because the deep fat fried food, so the pesticides, the herbicides, it's because of the colourings in the food, and it's because of the BPA and the plastics and the runoff from the plastic of the bottles, out this bottle for example. So the species is becoming more and more weak, because I know the women get more aggressive, but they don't get aggressive like the species used to be in the say 1700s, 1600s. They're on confidence game, they're playing a confidence game, they just pretend they know what they're talking about, and then as soon as they, you know, knock you or trip you or whatever, and you smash the teeth in, they're not prepared for it. So no, they're not prepared to have 15 joules like the founding fathers did in the 1600s and survive them all. Andrew Jackson, Google him, He was the president of America. Nobody even knows about him. He was probably the most manly man to ever live, even greater than George Washington. He literally used to fight the British when the Redcoats were going to take the guns, and he had this big black coat made of fur, and he was just staring at the British, and because he was so good in his life, he had ridiculous amounts of protection from God, so he could like stare at the British from 1,000 yards away. The British would be like shooting arrows, not arrows, guns, like cannons and all that sort of stuff, and all his men, loads of his men would die. Same with George Washington, but he wouldn't die. Like, he survived 15 duels, like literally like being shot, actually getting shot in the duels and surviving. So why don't we have men like that nowadays? Because aggression is frowned upon. I done a video about this the other day, about challenging people to stay up. And it's fine to stay up for 2 or 3 days, then you've got to get some sleep. But you've got to understand, for them days that you don't get sleep, your aggression's going to go up. And you won't be able to work. You have to be at optimum 100% performance in order to get employed in this society. And what that means is you can't have any aggression. What does that mean? You can't have any aggression. You can't have any moods. What does that mean? You can't have any creativity. What does that mean? Structure. What does that mean? Routine. Robot. Zombie. System. Enslaved for the mind. You are free to do as we tell you. So aggression is frowned upon, and like I was saying the other day, they even got microaggressions and micromanagement. Everything to the fine detail of your life is controlled. Whether you like it or not, whether you deny it or not, whether you admit it or not, it is. So, what do we need? We need a return of freedom. And that means freedom to be creative, freedom to be moody, freedom to not have any sleep for 2 days, freedom to challenge someone to a duel, freedom to be yourself. Free your mind.